Today I'm using as many German ingredients as I can while also focusing on this German butter situation because I want to see if the muffins are going to come out way better than they did this last time, because this last time they were fantastic. Absolutely the best muffin recipe I have ever had and ever put onto the blog. The recipe is pretty solid, but we're using a German style butter with a higher fat content to do anything for the outcome of our muffins. I think that's probably a yes, but let's find out together. We are making some blueberry muffins and I'm excited because we are going to redo them with some German butter. So let's go hunt for some German butter and I'm going to show you my favorite one. All right, our butter has been secured. We're gonna get a few more things on our list, and then we're gonna head home and make these muffins. Not my tomato plant. All right, so we are back in the kitchen. Let's get these muffins whipped up. I have like 45 minutes before my toddler wakes up from his nap, expecting a muffin. We're gonna whisk together our dry ingredients, and if you wanna follow along with this recipe, definitely do so. It's already on the jazzynation.com, and yeah, it's just waiting. It's just ready for you to bake with it. So 2 cups of flour go into our bowl here, and I'm going to add in about 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I have been experimenting with kosher salt, thicker kosher salt, and it's an interesting salt to learn how to use. Go ahead and get that whisked together. We have to prep a few ingredients while our dry mixture just hangs out. I'm gonna prep some buttermilk, some imitation buttermilk, because I don't have any and I have whole milk, and I'm gonna squeeze a bit of lemon, maybe about a teaspoon or so. This is a quarter of a lemon. This lemon was really big, so I'm just gonna squeeze all the juice into it, and I'm gonna let that sit while we get our butter, the star of the show, together. So in general, this is the dairy that I have been loving lately. I just made ice cream today as well with the cream, with this milk. I've got enough milk for today's recipe for the muffins, and I like it. It's very delicious, it's very rich, and it's an experience. It's a whole experience. The packaging is gorgeous. This is not sponsored, by the way. They don't even know I exist. But I just like what I like. Look at how gorgeous this butter is. It's stamped with their logo and name, and it's just super fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this baby in half. This is probably a good place to measure as well. I think this is 250 grams, so I want about 125 grams of butter. And we're gonna just take our butter and get it melted. So I think I'll just take this one, pop it in our bowl right here, probably cut that a little bit so it's not so big, and then we'll get that melted. A tip when it comes to melting butter, whether you're doing it on the stove or in the microwave like we've done here, is you don't have to heat it up all the way. The residual heat will further help melt the rest of the butter, especially as you swirl it down, and just let it hang out. That way when you add your eggs, they don't curdle, which is very important for a recipe like this. You don't want to cook your eggs at all before they go into the full mixture. Pretty well melted. It'll continue to melt as we add it to our full mixture and mix everything together. So I know that we're talking a lot about German ingredients and how these ingredients may and probably will make my baked goods, in this particular case, these muffins, taste better than the last time I made them for you guys. But I think that when we focus too much on even the specificity of a country, of where ingredients come from, we can kind of get in the weeds, and it can be intimidating to just bake something simple. So what I would say is just focus on what is higher in fat when you're making a higher fat recipe, highest fat butter, highest fat in milk, things like that. And of course, if you can't get something, you know, use your substitutes. But that's what this type of recipe is. We want to talk about like reducing sugar and reducing fat. That's a whole nother recipe in and of itself. And if you're interested in those types of recipes as well, let me know. But it is such a joy to be able to cook something like this and use more local ingredients and use ingredients that are fresher and that are gonna just make things taste so delicious and rich. I'm grateful, but I say all that to say you don't have to live in Germany to bake really delicious treats and desserts and just whatever you see me make on this channel. You can use what you have locally, just kind of adjust your mindset when it comes to what you're picking out at your local grocery store or market. All right, so our buttermilk should be nice and thick. If you see, it's got little curds now. That's exactly what you want. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in. I'm gonna whisk as I go. I've got two kinds of sugar here. I've got brown sugar as well as our white granulated sugar. And if you don't have brown sugar, you can just do all white sugar. The brown sugar just adds a little bit more depth of flavor. Use what you can. This is looking absolutely fantastic. We're adding in enough air. All of that fat is starting to combine into a really nice mixture and layer for our sugar, and it's gonna be great for the rest of our ingredients as well. So this is a non-negotiable. We want to make sure to add in our freshly grated lemon zest. It's only about a teaspoon, but it makes a world of difference. Do not skip this step. So I'm not always able to find large eggs at my local grocery store. So when that happens, I get medium eggs or small eggs, and then I adjust. So these are medium eggs, and I'm going to use 3 of them instead of 2 like I specified in my recipe. If you have large eggs, do 2. Medium eggs, I would say 3 is a good number. Small eggs, do 4. As to not overmix the batter, I'm going to switch over to my spatula. We're just gonna add a little bit at a time, and then I will gently mix. We don't need to fold it necessarily because we're gonna do that with our blueberries, but you don't want to overmix, so just be very careful with that. We want a nice, delicate crumb on our muffins, and having them be tough and like really weird and chewy is not the goal. So you could even go as far as sifting your flour if you want to, but again, I'm racing against the clock today, so. Okay, go ahead and fold in our washed and dried blueberries, which I have here. These are local and delicious. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna try one now. The right produce absolutely makes your baked good taste good. And sometimes you can't predict, which is why you do so much good work when it comes to the butter you use, you know, how we mix things, the sugars and all of that. And I think it's such a real treat when the produce itself speaks for itself. I think that's fantastic. These are gorgeous, gorgeous blueberries. And this dough feels so deliciously rich. I cannot wait to have one of these. We're gonna bake these up, let them cook for about 25 minutes or so, or until they're golden and delicious looking. So let's get these into the oven. The German butter muffin redo, I would say, is a success. We haven't tasted them yet, but by the way that this smells, this whole kitchen smells, I can promise you that these are gonna be fantastic. I love how the blueberries float to the top and they just give a gorgeous bakery style crumb and crust. I mean, oh, I have no words. I really need to let this cool. I really do. So let me get my other things together. I'm actually gonna have a movie night with my little one. We made a little movie snack platter, which he'll take over there in a second, but we're gonna do a taste test, okay? I don't know which one I wanna try. Is it hot? Is it good? Okay, let's see. You like it? Yeah? All right, let's get a good look inside of this muffin. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's packed full of blueberries. Oh, and it's just falling apart, but in the best way possible. Soft and pillowy and buttery. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're like the softest, pillowiest muffins I've ever made. And again, the recipe is foolproof. It's delicious every time. But I do think that using a higher fat, better quality butter this time around is really where it's at. It's so funny because a year ago, I wasn't really shopping locally. I let culture shock and like language barriers, all of that stuff really prevent me from fully exploring German grocery stores, my neighborhood, all of it. And it really does pay off to put in a little bit of effort, to build routines, to find things that you love. And that includes your favorite butter. And yeah, baking things that just taste like home wherever you go. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you give these muffins a try, definitely let me know. Leave a comment down below letting me know how these turned out for you. What ingredients are local to you that you can maybe pick up that might not be butter, but maybe it's local blueberries, or just getting something that feels a little bit special so that you can just slightly improve upon something that is very basic like a blueberry muffin and really take it to the next level. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.